Hello, hello. How are you? How are you? I have a show for you guys. I got one. So stick around. Hello, my kiddos. This is your friend, former media corporate Joey D. And the following is a sponsor ad. Anchor. Anchor is the app where you can create your podcast for free. And you can do amazing things with it. It has creation tools that allow you to record, edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you needed to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app and go to Anchor FM to get started. I cannot wait to hear your podcast. Bye.
Yovi?
Yes, hi, LaShawn. How are you?
Very well. How are you? All
right. How are you? Are you ready?
All right, quiet on the set. I'm ready.
We going in 3, 2, 1.
Hey there, Yovi D. It's Craig here from The Whistler. Just want to say hello.
Yovi, I thank you so much for trusting me and for having so much passion.
Jovi D, what is good, girl? I just want to thank you so much for the shout out, no doubt. I appreciate you because you great.
Hey, Yovi D. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us some love. That was awesome.
On which one? Shame or please don't date me?
Please don't take me. I'm curious.
Oh my goodness. I chose
positive vibes here. Congratulations with everything that you're doing. Just keep doing your thing. Keep being you. I love it.
It's mind-boggling in a sense because, yeah, that's just the power of technology.
Hello. Hi, kiddos. This is Jovi D, your friend, a former media corporate in broadcasting and an entrepreneur venturing in podcasting. How are you? Welcome. The show is about to start right now. Hey, my kiddos, and you're listening to my show. Guess what? You know what? I got a question for you guys. Have you ever thought about starting your podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find advertisers? Well, you know the answer to all of this. It's very simple. The Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all is free. Yep. And 100% ridiculously easy to use. I'm telling you, I got ideas and it's just like on the go. You record them, you publish them, you're out. That's it. It's released. And so if you always wanted to start a podcast, what are you waiting for? Go to Anchor FM/start to join me, the Anchor fam, and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's Anchor FM/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Hey everyone, you are tuned into the Yovi D Show. This is Let's Give Through His Word, and I'm inviting all of you to come on out to the Podcasters Holiday Party that's going to be located at the Grafton Hotel at the Bar 20 restaurant. That will be once again December 14th on a Saturday from 5 to 8. And the address is 8462 West Sunset Boulevard, West Hollywood, California, 90069. Please register on Eventbrite and enjoy the show.
All right, we are back. Thank you, Tanika Drake, for that intro. And remember, we having the party pretty soon. Anyway, starting this show, let's get into it. The topic of this show is distribution is key. Why did I pick this topic? Because it's really important to know and about ownership, your legacy, about your content. You have worked extremely hard. I'm working extremely hard, setting up time in order to create this content, to shoot it or whatever, record it. And it's like, okay, and companies come and go, mergers come and go, people buy this, people buy that. And just to quickly highlight, in the link of this episode, there is the Breakfast Club link with the interview with Byron Allen with the Breakfast Club, and in detail. It's about an hour long. So when you have a chance after you listen to my show, check it out. Either way, you can listen to that and then come back and hear my notes about what's going on. Alrighty, I am here. Welcome. Come through. I hope that your day, let's take it back. Your day is going well. Fantastic. Great. I wish you all the vibes. I send you all the great vibes of positivity and evolvement. Yes. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about, there's something really important, especially now that we're in this booming era of kind of creating your own channel, your own podcast, your own agency, media, communication, whatever you want to call it. You creating your brand. And for me, I look at it at this perspective. Thank God for the minds that were thinking about Anchor and how was it created. But the key success of Anchor has been obviously reaching out and giving us a platform that not only we record this podcast, but is distribution. The key word of the topic is distribution. And if you look at my title, I said, try to look up Byron Allen. Byron Allen is a former comedian, actor, and now, obviously currently, he's the owner of the Weather Channel. He bought the Weather Channel, so he's a well-known Black African-American entrepreneur that definitely has, right now, currently has a situation with Comcast and Charter Communications, the cable operators, and now also his case has been, not his case has been already settled in his favor with the Ninth Court. However, Comcast and Charter decided to take upon a challenge with the case on the civil rights of 1866 to the Supreme Court. And we'll be back on that note. And we're back. Yes, we are here. So, I was telling you that, the case of Byron Allen with Comcast and Charter. I decided to pick this topic because it's really important for any of you guys that are out there, that here we are, as I said, creating content, making sure that it's all great and good and it reaches out. And I don't know about you, but obviously you check and make sure that your show is published as updated on podcasts and iTunes or Spotify. We rely upon it, and maybe maybe some of you also thinking of taking it to the next step. You may have a website, you may have the link, and so on, to keep in the ownership of your content, because guess what? We put in time and effort and research on creating a show, building a brand in order for, have a legacy and all of this. My insight is that I'm going to get you back on that one. All right, my kiddos. I'm back. And you may ask yourself this question. Why, Joey, you talking about this? Why is this so important? Because my show is about business, about media, broadcasting, and I always knew about or wanted to be curious about ownership, legacy, and royalties. Yes, because if you know, for example, I'm not really gonna get in a lot into it, but it's an example. We pretty much know what happened to Bill Cosby, and we know, unfortunately, what happened to the actors that were part of these shows. We have an example of someone that basically went through hard times, because guess what? Even though the show did well, even though the show got syndicated and some people were making a lot of money off of the show, but then when we got the situation with Mr. Cosby, pretty much everything went downhill. And a lot of people got hurt in the sense that they were not getting royalties for the reruns and the back end or front end of those contracts. That's one example. And then we have an example like the show, like Friends. Friends not only has been, I think they celebrated 25 years since it was the first time that it was released on the air. And then after that, it went into syndication and distribution. And as we know today, fast forward, pretty much all of the actors of this show really have not had the need to really work that hard ever, that much like they used to do in the show. Pretty much by the end of the season of Friends, each one of them were making almost $1 million per episode. Yes, per episode. Yeah. And not only that, they are getting royalty checks 25 years later since they did the show. 20 years, So with that being said, you want to create something that is gonna be there for you after. Like, I'm not an expert knowledgeable in the music industry, but that's basically what people do. You create something where you want to protect your content, your product, your creation, your artistry. You want to, and then have that legacy to decide, okay, it will be under your protection, or it will be bought, or you can sell it to somebody, or whatever. But as long as it's the original creation was done by you want to be compensated as an artist, as a business person, as that you are the creator of that content. And that's why this topic is really important to me. Moving forward, I also had that conversation with, I remember I went to OWN. The OWN had an event where one of their top creative executive for programming was there. Right now, at the top of my head, I don't have the name, but I remember that one of the main questions that I had with him was that I had the experience to watch the OWN network through AT&T Uverse, and I was excited. I used to love Soulful, Sunday Soulful. I hope I'm saying this right. And I was so a little bit frustrated because this only was available through a package, through the cable. At the moment, obviously, yes, we had apps and they will release some of their promotional shows through YouTube. But however, the access or distribution to reach